Good afternoon and welcome back to Cornwall Park for our fourth game as we were about to get underway for the Auckland South versus Bay of Plenty under 14s game. As we see the boys on the buggy, been chilling, doing not much all day really, not many injuries, and it looks like they're packing up the far side of the ground. You know, good to see them doing some work there other than sitting back doing bugger all.
Yeah, Ali and RJ putting in that work in the buggy. Wonder if they'll rip a couple of handbrake skids for us here in the commentary booth as we enter our fourth game of the day. It's been a long day, and there's been a lot of lopsided scorelines. As that kid, he's conked out. We saw him before; he was full of energy, but that's what a full day at the footy does to you, young man. You'll sleep well tonight.
Yes, you will, and hopefully we see a closer game this week, or not this week, sorry, this game than we have in the previous ones. We see some skids up on the hill there, you know.
Yeah.
That grass is very soft, so...
It is very soft. I'm just seeing to look for my car. Oh, I am boxed in. There's no way for me to get out of here.
I think I've struck gold, and I'm not boxed in, so, you know, fingers crossed that I can get out with a bit of breeze, but it looks like it's going to be pretty safe when everyone packs up around that. I think we'll be done by, 5:30?
I think so as well. It's a big day, and rightfully so. All these boys really deserve the opportunity to showcase their talent. As we see the lineup here at 1, we got Thompson Hona, or in the backs we got Ormsby, Terore, Tenaru, Misake, Ibu Ioane, Vich Tamati at the 6 and 7. We got Tuli Kake, Banane Morrison, Mafi, Tahua Piara, Mikaeli, Tuiala, Kiria. We got Lucian Mikaeli, Wharakura, Jackson Taha, Ka'u Fonga, Fale Maka, and Ula Iramia to round out your Auckland South under 14 side.
Yep, a few changes for this game for South, and it'll be interesting to see how those changes fare. You know, they've swapped out their key halfer, Ula Iramia, and it'll be interesting how they can run their side around the park. But I think Vich Tamati, he looked strong off the bench when he was slotted into that halves role. So I think he'll suit it well. So he should be all good, as South boys look pretty confident walking out here, taking their time as we see some little umbrella tricks, you know, getting the spinning going.
Big gust of wind could send you away there, up into the clouds. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see as we have the fullback still playing, Tiffany Thompson-Hona. He's been fantastic all series. As we see Hamish Sanford, the marketing and comms, sort of my boss. How you going, Hamish? Hopefully keeping up with the Instagram stories. Probably what I should be doing, but I'm up here in the commentary box.
You're stuck with me in the comm box, mate.
Hey, they love the commentary. Well, I hope our viewers love our commentary.
Yeah, hopefully they do. I know my folks are listening at home. They're tuned in. Couldn't be bothered making it onto Cornwall Park today. You know, lazy, didn't want to waste any gas, but we know what the gas prices are like.
Yeah, I think my flatmates in my house are watching as well. So shout out the boys in the Lockwood. I'll see you at home very soon as we see the Bay of Plenty side come out. And it'll be very interesting this game, because this 14's Bay of Plenty team, when we watched them in week 1, it wasn't live streamed, but this was a good quality side.
Yes, they were. They were a good quality side. They did beat the North team. I'm pretty sure it was 32 points to 12 for this Bay of Plenty side in the 14's game, and it'll be interesting to see how they fare. And it looks like they're doing a bit of paper, scissors, rock to start the game. You know, it wasn't flying the whistle this time. It was paper, scissors, rock, and that's our way to do it.
We got a fantastic referee back on Hamish Sanford. Get off the pitch, Hamish, quickly.
Get off your phone, Hamish. We're watching you, mate.
We're loving it here in the commentary box as we're in the downhill slope of our games today. As we see on the other side of the field there, look at that mud patch where the referees are standing.
Eaten up in the middle of the field there. Not looking good at all.
Not looking good at all. Yeah, look at it. It's a bog out there for the 15s North game versus Waikato 15s. Oh, yeah. There's going to be a few muddy people after that game, as we see Bay of Plenty will be kicking off. And number 13, will be kicking off.
Unfortunately, we do not have their lineup. It has not been handed us to by their team manager, which is unfortunate because we'd love to get to know the boys and get to know the names to their jerseys. You know, we'd lovely to see them back up next year. I think they will be coming up, and it's a good kickoff to start the game as we see running off the back fence, and it's taken down in a strong tackle. Trying to work out who that is. We can see as Jairus Tuiala takes that run, and that's a good run from Jairus.
I think it could be another potential number 19. I think that could have been Fale Maka.
Yes, it might have been. I do recognise the headgear on Fale Maka in that first game as Vich Tamari springs it wide to Ibu Ioane. And that is D'Angelo Makaile there. I recognise his booth. He's still got those Adidas ones on.
Yeah, he's got
a good play the ball though.
Nice haircut as well as Ibu Ioane spreads it out wide. And Thompson Hona puts that one down, and the Bay of Plenty, they have an opportunity here. Very early in the game, will they capitalise on it? As we see here, it's a bit unfortunate, as we were saying before, we do not have the Bay of Plenty lineup, but we will just call out the numbers as we see them, and hopefully if you're watching you'll know who's who, if you're from the Bay of Plenty, but we can call the Auckland South side as we see it. Bay of Plenty feed the scrum out wide, feeds it to the centre, but he's dealt to by Mikaele. Great tackle. And the number 10, the blonde boy, he's run hard. I was watching him in the first week. He was a bit of a meter eater. And they look like they're up to it, this Bay of Plenty side. They're really playing good gain line footy. They're running hard, using footwork. I think this Auckland South side are going to be put up to a bit of a test. It's a penalty. I'd be looking to take the 2 here. Points will be very vital in this game against Auckland, especially the South team. They're a high quality team, but yes, no, they're going to go for it.
They're going to tap and go, risking their luck. And just for some confirmation, we will be receiving the lineup of the Bay of Plenty side very shortly. So we will get to have names to faces. We see a big... Oh! That's not a good tackle, up and under the legs.
I think he could be going to the bin here. Yeah, that's good refereeing there. I think he's just saying calm down. He can tell that it's not intentional, so I think it's just going to be a penalty, but a firm warning. Oh, let's have a look at a replay of that one.
Fale Maka was with the tackle.
Fale Maka, big contact, and Tiffany Thompson Hona.
Almost an offload there, and that tackle.
Another.
We got a short ball at the line, and it's held up. Jairus Tuiala and Tiffany Thompson Hona do well there to slow it down. There's a hospital pass on dummy half, but it's a jagged line, and another offload, and it's
Tenaru with the intercept. Isaiah Tenaru with a nice intercept, and this is where South will try get their back 5 involved. They've already played a game earlier in the day, so they might be a little bit flat to start off with. And that Bay of Plenty line remains strong. And they're getting good time in the tackle here early in the count. It's going to make it a little bit difficult for the Auckland South under-14s to move forward, as we see Mikaele with another good run, but met solidly by the blonde number 10 in Bay of Plenty. The South team moved the ball, but they're nowhere to go. This Bay of Plenty defence is aggressive.
Yeah, and their defence was aggressive against this Auckland North side on that first week, and Thompson Hona relieving kick there to complete the set for South. As we see the fullback bringing it back, and he wears one a tad high, but he's still going. So we see that tackle again, and it's just... He just got under the legs and, it's sandwiched there.
That's a nasty one. He's lucky we didn't get any more vertical than that and land on his head. Could have been damaging. Oh, solid contact there.
Tuiala there with that head over the top, Jairus.
The co-captain Very
A little bit of a
inspirational as
bobble
always.
there.
Is that a little bit of rain starting to come down?
Yeah,
Just
a bit of a
little
drizzle.
Little bit of precipitation in the air. And this Bay of Plenty side is moving the ball.
It's good hands down
Very
that right-hand side, but even better defense. That is Misaki, the man who grabbed the double in our previous game earlier on the live stream. He's looked strong defensively already.
Yeah, he's a very good defensive power.
And again, Tuiala going for another big hit.
Shot. And he's hand over. They didn't realise it was last. There's got to be better comms there from the halves of Bay of Plenty. I know that's a high pressure game, but you got to get the ball in the half's hands on the fifth and last.
As we see Tenadu taking that run, and he's a tough man to stop, as Isaiah Tenadu.
He is very tough at the moment.
Oh, good defense there, though.
They're controlling it really well here at the Bay of Plenty. They're getting numbers in the tackle. Yeah, I think that could be a penalty. 10.
Just around the chops, that one.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there. I think Hamish Sanford will be getting our team for the Bay of Plenty.
Yes,
quite
he
soon.
will. And
what a legend! Because we want to get to know the boys. As Thompson Honor hits that one, and it's just gone out, but he's got some big meters off it. I think that's brought them to roughly the 25, roughly.
as we see Tenado taking the run, and it's a good legs tackle again.
Oh, the number 6. He's been busy as the little number 6 of the Bay of Plenty. Here comes big Fale Maka. You can't mistake that headgear and that frame. Ibo Ioane looks long.
Throws it long out to Misaki. Misaki steps past one. He's broken a few tackles.
Ooh,
he's finally wrapped up though as
he's brought
Giovanni
down.
Misaki.
They're hustling hard, this Bay of Plenty team. It's really good to see. Oh, they got
Tamati spreads it wide to Thompson Hono, who's put the afterburners on at Thompson Hona. My oh my, that was a beautiful try. He put the burners on.
He's just too quick. He's like lightning, and the way he runs as well, he doesn't go straight for the corner flag. He sort of veers out towards the sideline first and sort of angles back in towards that corner flag. Look at that, and he veers in there like he's running track in the 200, hitting that corner and straightening up and putting it down in the corner. Great try.
He could be the Kiwi Usain Bolt if he doesn't have a future in rugby league.
Oh yeah, the old Usain Bolt. Well, what's Usain Bolt up to nowadays? Is he still running? What's that man doing?
I think he's retired from running, but last I saw he was trying to play some soccer football for the Central Coast Mariners.
Yeah, that's right. 99 pace up front on FIFA, that's for sure.
Yes, that's for sure.
Don't let that man get in the backfield. He's going.
The 30 shot accuracy, though, was the downfall for Mr. Usain Bolt. As Thompson Hono going from the sideline here. This will be a tough kick. And
this would be a very tough kick from Thompson Hono. And he will be up to it, though.
He struck them nicely in that previous game.
He has. And the conditions have changed a little bit. A little bit more breeze out there today, but the ground might be slightly drier than it was in the first game of the morning as Thompson Hono kicks. And that looks like it'll just drop a little short.
Ooh, it wasn't too far away, just to the right there.
Just to the right and a little short, but tell you what, 4-0, but it's an interesting game. It was hard work. There was some solid defence in the Bay of Plenty. They just couldn't handle the speed of Thompson Hono here. As I see, they were chasing hard, but just not enough pace at the end of the day.
No, Thompson Hono too quick over that little 10-metre burst. Put the winger in two minds, though. Does he jam? If he jams, then he's got a man on his outside, and it's an easy try for Malachi Ormsby. It would have been on that right-hand side of the wing.
Yeah, it would have been very easy, but that winger there for the Bay of Plenty really man-marked and didn't really want to bar Thompson Hono. So, as we see here,
see our man Fale. Is that Fale Maka? I'm pretty sure. Is it Fale Maka? We've got two running the 16 jersey.
Oh, it's confusing. That's very confusing.
They've made it tough on us, have this 14 south side.
Yeah, Samson Muffy with the carry there, and a nice carry. I think that is Fale Maka there, I believe, in the 19 jersey. and we see Ibo Ioane just straightens up and gets fed by a strong Bay of Plenty defence. As we see the Auckland team spread it out wide with Jackson Taha dropping ball back to Ibo Ioane, and Ibo Ioane with a solid strike, but a good take from the Bay of Plenty fullback, who just weaves his way and gets
squashed
monstered
there. I think we might have a misprint in the numbers, so I may believe that might be wearing the 19. It is. I think that might be Tulikaki with our blue and black headgear on, and the other one is Falemaka in the 16. So yeah, a little confusing. They made it tough on us at the South team, but Bay of Plenty spring it wide, and there's a little half break there.
They have made it tough, but well, we've sorted it out. And that's a drop ball, and Isaiah Tenadu picks that one up. He's very good around the loose balls, drop balls. He's very reactive. As we see Mikaele takes the carry, and he spreads it out to the number 19.
This one is Falemaka, the number 16, running that one back. And we see Vich Tamati hitting Jairus Tuiala to a hole. And again, apologies, boys, if we're getting you confused with another. Your team manager hasn't made it easy for us, as D'Angelo Mikaele, that is. I recognise the luscious locks on his head and those Adidas boots.
Oh, yeah, the fleet footwork as well. Oh, they're a little bit short here. Could go from dummy half, but he spreads it.
Ibo Ioane stepping back on the inside. And they've done well there, the Bay of Plenty, to wrap that ball up.
They've done very well. As Thompson Honnor's hustling around the back. Vich Tamati with a lovely little kick, but it's picked up well by the Bay of Plenty, number 3. As we're at nearly 12 minutes in, it's only 4-0. But the Bay of Plenty are starting to wear down a little bit. The Auckland side are really putting it to them.
Yeah, but it's been quite even though so far. You know, they've not too many errors in the game, only just a couple so far. And you know, those couple of penalties for the Bay of Plenty down on on South's try line. It's made it. Not too hard for them, but that's a good little run there, breaking through 1, 2.
Oh, a third and a fourth, and here he goes.
Still going. Brilliant work there from the back row for the Bay of Plenty. We'll have his name for you shortly.
Good hands there, and they spread it wide to the number 8. And the number 8 ducks through the Bay of Plenty number 8. He pumps the legs. He's strong. That could be a penalty.
Yes, he has won a penalty, and he did well there.
And the Bay of Plenty could be on the hunt here to try and get points on the board. We've seen this replay here, the strength.
He's ready to just play the ball and still got a hold of the legs.
Yeah, I believe that was Falemaka.
But it's not going out, though, unfortunately, by a good 10 metres or so. And it's Ormsby taking that run there.
Bit off a little bit more than they could chew. They gotta get it out in those situations. But they're in for a bit of a ball game here. The Auckland side is.
That's Charleston Terore, I'm pretty sure that is taking that run there.
Yeah, Charleston Terore that drops it off to
D'Angelo Mikaele looking for an offload, but he's coughed the ball up that time.
Yeah, he's coughed it up, and it's no good. It's going to be a scrum feed to the Bay of Plenty.
Now we have a question for all of you on the live stream of who is going to be your pick to win the next game. We do have a chat bar on the live stream, so make sure you put it in. We shall check it. I'll pull it up on YouTube on my phone in a minute. Make sure you pick between the next game. I think it's between the Bay of Plenty and Auckland South for the 15s game. So make sure you give us your answers and your winners.
Maybe some requests on the side there. Just put them in the chat bar below, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah, if you do have either our numbers, mine or Regan, make sure you send some messages through to us, and we'll get some requests going for you.
Anyway, we're moving on, and this number 8 for the Bay of Plenty has been.
He is a tough character. He's
been fantastic. He's we're going to get his name for you guys very shortly. As this Bay of Plenty's team is playing very well. They're quite a well-structured team. It looks like they're well coached. There's a number 6 with a chip over there.
Dink, and they've got the ball back. And off Thompson Hona, and the fullback, he's still going.
Oh, wow, that was intense. That was very intense.
Did they do that on the last tackle, Regan? That is the question.
It was the last tackle.
Ooh,
it was a good little kick. A good catch from the fullback as well.
It's an interesting play on the last there, don't you reckon? And a little bit of a somersault there from Thompson Hona.
Yeah, he's eating it there, and there's a penalty. I think they've jumped the gun. Or holding.
He's holding.
Thompson Hona's going to look to kick towards the com box. Just aim for us over here, mate. Aim for us in the box. Oh, don't hit the microphone. Yep. He's got a big boot on him, Thompson Hona, and he's taken to the 50. It's right in front of us here in the box.
And see, we've just noticed there that these South boys know where to tap it from on the line. They're well structured and understand the rules.
Fantastic.
That's a good quick play the ball there. Tenado a dummy half and little bobble there. I think that is the number 11. I think that one is Lucian Makaile. It looks like it. As we see the dummy half scooting out there, that's Banani Morrison.
It's all a bit confusing. We're going to be honest.
Yeah, Beach Tamati with the show and go and the offload. And that's Wharakura going in to score. Grayson Wharakura. A nice try from Beach Tamati. Wow, that was brilliant there.
Yeah, that's very well done from Beach Tamati. The show, the go, and setting up his centre. Wharakura in the corner for the nice try. There we go. We see on the replay here.
Big show
goes out the back. Show. And the space it parts like the Red Sea, and he gets that ball off to his centre, and it's just easy work there. Good hustle by the Bay of Plenty boys, but it's too easy there for Wharakura.
Too easy. That try was Sean Johnson-esque in his prime for the Warriors.
Fantastic work.
Show and a go.
And as we've got 13 minutes to go here in this first half, what's your thoughts on the game so far, Dan?
It's been quite even so far, to be honest. It's an 8-0 scoreline with kick to come, but they're not out of the woods, Bay of Plenty. They've really shown that they can trouble the south side, and they've shown a bit more than what the north team have in the previous games. As we see some of the boys from the previous game watching Tiffany Thompson Hona take this kick at goal, and really eyes on the ball.
Eyes on him. They're going to try to put him off. Maybe no. I think maybe a bit of a friendly bants. And he's given it some.
It's a bit of a nudge on that one.
And he's nailed it.
Nailed it from the sideline.
And Thompson Hona makes that 10 points to 0. It's a very good kick, as we see here once again. Beach Tamati with a lovely play to set up his centre. Wharakura. And there he is, Wharakura. Been a standout. Both centres, Wharakura and Tenaru, have been standouts throughout these past 3 weeks, and they continue to dominate.
Yes, they do, and I think that's off the back of their forwards, and Samson, Mafi, Tulikaki, Falemaka, Jairus Tuiala, they're all strong ball runners, those boys.
Yeah, there's a lot of players that can run hard and break you down, as we see. Samson, Mafi. Oh, he is met with some solid contact by the number 20 from the Bay of Plenty.
He's lost a boot in the process, as Mafi.
Well, they look a little bit lost with their ways here, the Bay of Plenty boys.
It's Grayson Wharakura taking that run. I think the previous one was by Nikorima.
They're dealing with this quite well, though.
Oh, that's tough contact there from the Bay of Plenty boys. One up top, one down low, and it's good tackle technique.
That's well done.
As Tuiala pops, one through a hole and almost got through there.
We've got a very good game of footy going on right now. Both teams are playing.
That is Lucian Makaile, sorry.
And Ibo Ioane puts up a very nice kick. It's just whether or not it's going to hold up. And it will not. It will. Oh, careful.
Got a bit of a slipsies there.
He's like, oh, sorry, bro. That's my bad. I think that was Samuel Clark there from the 15's north side. Oh, you got to tap it in the middle. Oh, no. Got to wait for man to get back as we see on the replay. He's just looking back and whoopsie daisies. Bang. Oh, and another slip.
The 2-for-1 combo
Two
there.
2-for-1. That would have been some. Oh, it's a bad drop there from the number 4. He just looked up and saw a big blue wall in front of him. And the pressure is starting to mount. The South under 14, sorry, looking to add more points to their current tally.
Yes, they will, and it looks like Thompson Hona will feed the scrum. Interesting one there. I really love to see him off the back of the scrum and see what plays they can organise with him. But I think, Isaiah Tenaru will be the one they'll hit. No, Jairus Tuiala takes it off the back of the scrum, and he's wrapped up nicely there.
They might look to follow on here.
And they do, as that's
Jackson Taha gets
tough hit there.
met by the number 6 from the Bay of Plenty. As
We've got Samson Muffy taking that run, and he's met with tough contact again. They're really getting into defence here, the Bay of Plenty side.
There's going to be some sore bodies in the morning from the South team because this Bay of Plenty side are hitting hard. Just give the ball to Thompson Hona and just...
Well, he's caught slightly high there as Thompson Hona.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take him down somehow. Yeah, just a little bit over the shoulder / head area. As we got Ulala Iramia back onto the pitch in the number 7. He will change the game a little bit, I think, for the Auckland South team. They're up 10-0, but it's not convincing yet. But I feel like he could spark
He will be
something.
the game changer, yes. He's got a good boot on him, along with his ball-playing ability. He's very skillful.
Oh, he's a skillful man.
As we see the one go over, I think that is Lucian Makaile there.
Yeah, we think so, but we're also not sure.
No, they've really stitched us up with the numbers, and it's not the best. Is it Makaile or is it? We'll have clarification on that. I will get on to that for us. Yes, it is Lucian Makaile there.
And Makaile dots down. Nice, easy try for the young man, and brings it out to 14 points to nil as Ulala Irmea will take the extras, and somebody's going to get a free ball in the house because this kid's got an absolute boot on him. Oh,
I think it just landed just short of the fence there.
I think it landed just short. We've got to tell him maybe see how far he can kick one. Actually, no, we kind of need those balls. The balls cost a lot of money nowadays.
Yes, they do, and it's very close to that fence, and it's a long way back for the Bay of Plenty lad to bring it up.
And careful on that hill there. It's slippery.
He's navigated it well there.
As we come into the last 7 minutes of the second half, I'm personally thinking the Bay of Plenty side are still not out of this. They just need to maybe force an error here, because if they can go into half-time 16-6 or 16-8, you'd be very confident if you were the coach to come back in this, but they can't let this slip. They can't let another try in, because I think 22 or 20 would just be a little bit too much for them to come back from, especially being away from their home ground.
Yes, it would be a bit of a stretch, but they aren't out of the woods yet. They've shown defensively they can really get stuck in as they go for a low one. We haven't seen that today. We've seen everyone just going long or the little stabs in between.
Yeah, we haven't seen the old the low one. Good to see. About time someone's tried somebody different. As Ibu Ioane drops off big Samson Murphy, who's been fantastic all series, and he rolls to his front there.
Yes, he does. And again, Jairus Tuiala, he's got an offload away though.
And Ibu
Again,
Ioane's
another
got an offload.
offload for the South team, and it's really what they haven't done enough of in this game so far is get the offloads away. They do lead 16 points to nil though. As we see a ball go to ground as Tenaru has a half break, but he's wrapped up quickly there.
Oh, young man's hit his head on the ground there. I think maybe just in an awkward position. Oh, it's fifth and last here, and Edemir
puts one up. Oh, and he's caught the fullback. He's got to clean it up though. Thompson Hona wraps him up there.
Gets his opposite man, and
towering kick from Edemir.
Oh, it was up very high, and they're into him here. The Auckland South under 14s defense barring up here, trying to trap them in their own 10, trying to drown them. Oh, and they've given away a soft penalty, I believe. I think they've jumped the gun for offside.
That is a coach killer, that one.
That is a coach killer inside the own 10. Guard the sidelines, though. This is in the middle of the field, so it is not the easiest kick to kick out. But
we've already seen one.
We've already seen one already. They might even not out.
It's coming towards us here.
It is not.
It is not played at, says the referee, and it will be Bay of Plenty ball.
Yep, play the ball.
Little corridor there between the referee and one of the players, just explaining how that worked there, and it's the right call too. The Bay of Plenty man didn't play the ball, it just hit his leg after Misaki. He's jumped from outside the field to play anyway, and it's gone forward, so they were getting the ball back either way, Bay of Plenty.
I mean, yeah, it was definitely coming to them, so they've got the ball, and now they're going to rip in, hopefully, with three and a bit minutes to go.
It's a strong run there from the centre from the Bay of Plenty, is really trying to slow it down was Tahua Piata there.
Well, they're looking good here, the Bay of Plenty side.
A bit more lifting from the South team, and they're really trying to slow their ruck speed down as well to hold on there.
They really are. There's
a short ball. Gets him jumping into a shoulder there, and Wharakura that is putting that hit on.
That's a lovely short ball, and they're playing with some real heart of this Bay of Plenty side. What a run by the number 15, and that'll be the fifth and final tackle. What have they got in store for us on the last? Oh, it's a towel. Oh, not so much a towel.
Shallowish kick, but the bounce is bad, and it's gone backwards off Thompson Hona.
Yeah, he cleans up around the back, and is that that's the number 18 there. It's
We're sorry if we haven't got the number 18 for you. We'll get that. I think that might be Kalfonga there, cleaning that one up.
Maybe, yeah. Oh. Oh, he's being pulled. Very good refereeing here. He's being stern, but he's being quite lenient as well, because these boys need to understand that they can't be doing some of this stuff, but he doesn't want to be too soft on them as well.
No, and shoulder charges were outlawed quite a while ago, so I think that one just goes down to frustration, that attempt there.
Oh, and he's just hobbled into touch as the clock ticks down. You feel if Auckland score here, the south side score, it could be all over. Up.
It could be, as we said.
20-0. I think that's
big run there from Tulikaki. And again, Ibu Yuwani. Oh, sorry, that is not Ibu Yuwani. He was there as the support player. That's the number 17 in Tahua Piata. And Tenaru has dropped the ball. And that's unlike Tenaru to drop the ball like that.
That is unlike him, and we're coming down to the final sort of minute of the game, and I think that the hooter should blow any second now, really, because they have had a few stoppages, so the clock will still run. But plenty of positives to come into half-time for Bay of Plenty. Even though they're down 16-0, they're still right in this game. A try now or an early try in the second half would really change the game for them here.
Yes,
as
it
they
would.
Look to
They
move
go
the ball.
early wide and big hit over the top there by the number 18. Trying to work out who that is for you. Sorry, folks. They've really stitched us up with the jersey changes and the amount of people wearing the same number.
Oh, we got a
Bay of Plenty
penalty.
get a penalty there.
And they'll maybe look to find touch. They're going to have to move quickly. Time is running out. And just as I say time is running out, it is run out. But if he kicks it for touch, they still get one play. So make sure you get it out. Yep.
See what they can conjure up from this one play here.
What are you thinking? Maybe a double front door, back door to a chip over the top. I don't know.
I'd just throw up a big midfield bomb, to be honest, there, but they
Oh, he's throwing
finally realise that they got to throw it around, and they do spin it wide.
Got to move.
As the afterburners are on and just grabbed there. That was a important stop from Misake. And that concludes our first half with Auckland South leading 16-0 over the Bay of Plenty. We'll be back soon for the second half.
Gotta get up in the morning. Gotta get up. Every day I gotta try. Come on, get yourself up.
On and wake up in the morning. Body sore from last night's training. Dude, run harder, tackle with intention. Make run the gaps and watch for interceptions. Keep it fair, keep it cool every section. Give your all, pass the ball, put your best in. Enjoy your day, strip, pick up in your selection. This that thing that you've been missing.
Don't play rugby league. It's all, yeah.
Welcome back to Cornwall Park as we're about to get underway for our second half between Auckland South versus Bay of Plenty. And so far it's been an evenly contested game. The scoreline is 16-0, but Bay of Plenty aren't out of the woods yet, you know. They really can show us what they've got, and they've shown that defensively so far. They just need a bit of ball in the South back end and really show their attacking quality as they get us underway here, and they let the kickoff bounce, and then a poor pass from dummy half just behind the back rower there. As again, that's good quick service, and the number 13, he's always worn a couple shots today. And that looked like it was Tenaru there. One of the men in the tackle, and again, it's been stripped out there. And Bay of Plenty, they've got another piggyback up the field, and they've had the penalty counters 6-4 in favour of Bay of Plenty. And again, that's just an ill-disciplined one there from South, just raking at a ball that did not need to be touched. He was going nowhere. And they do find touch this time, Bay of Plenty, which is a good one because they failed to find touch on one of their penalty attempts in that first half. We'll see they'll be in good attacking position here to give us either a nice kick or an attacking play at the end of it as they tap and go. And he's been a standout, the number 8 for Bay of Plenty, with as he's still going. He breaks through a couple of tackles. And he's finally brought down to his front, and then it's a good run there, backed up by his second row partner. Stopped by 2 in the tackle there. The South team have really stitched us up with numbers. A few wearing the same as a line ball there. Good whole run from the front rower, and another penalty for a flop this time. Again, it's just easy. That was Ibu Yuani over the top there. He did not need a flop in. As they tap and go here, Bay of Plenty, it's a false start though. It's taken by the second row, and he's worn one high, and that's 3 penalties on the trot. And this will be a stern talking to here from the referee. He's calling the captain in for a korero. What will be the verdict there? We've got a 10 in the bin. First one of today in our 4th game on this live stream. That is poor Loraza Benani Morrison. They're going to the bin for that high shot, but that was 3 penalties in a row. As the referee's still waving time on there, and Bay of Plenty will get to tap and go, and it's, we're in the naughty chair there, son. You're going to have to sit down and wait. And it's 12 on 13 here for Bay of Plenty. Let's see if they can find the space as their number 6 gets in. The halves popping up on the one side here for Bay of Plenty, and again, it's another penalty, and we've got another man in the bin. This is ill-discipline here from South to start the second half. It's 13 on 11, folks, and plenty of time to play. Bending the knee back. That is a dirty play there. But yep, so if you've just joined us now, Auckland South have 2 of their players in the bin in the opening 2.5 minutes. And the captain, Ulo Emea, is getting a stern talking to from the referee saying, no more like that, please, son. We want to keep it fair. Giving away 4 penalties on the trot, and it's not looking good to start. They'll tap and go here, Bay of Plenty. Let's see what they can create. 10 metres out from the line, and again, their number 12 taking a hit up. Apologies to the Bay of Plenty side. We are still yet to find out their team sheet. That is a mission in the works. As scoop from dummy half and held up by the legs, but I think he gets it down in the end, the number 14. And it is a try to Bay of Plenty. They have scored, they've got off the mark, and it's quick thinking there. Markers weren't square, and he's just looked up, seen one bite one way and the other try and get back in the line. It was on the legs at first, and grounds it just there. It's good work there from Bay of Plenty. But it all comes down to the 4 penalties in a row and the 2 men going in the bin for the South team. We see them knock the conversion over there. That is the number 13, it looks like, for the Bay of Plenty side. As we see a little bit of confusion of who's getting subbed on, or who are the 2 in the bin. It does look like, apologies for that, that does look like Charleston Terore there looking to get back on the field. As Regan has joined me back in the box after taking a little bit of a pit stop there. Mate, how are you?
Yeah, much better now, thank you, mate. Emptying the tanks and ready for the last about a game and a half to go. And as I see, as I was walking back from the bathroom, Bay of Plenty have dotted down and scored a try. And
yep, and you have missed 2 crucial sin binnings as well for the South team.
Wait, who's been sin bit?
2 men from the South side have been sin bin. It was 4 penalties in a row to start the second half for the Bay of Plenty. 1 got sin bin for a high tackle, and the other got sin bin for bending the leg around. As we see an almost intercept there, and it's
is it another penalty?
Pulled up.
Don't tell me it's another one. Were they fair sin bins, would you say?
I'd say they were fair sin bins. The bending of the leg was uncalled for, and the third one was a high tackle after 2 previous. As we see this, this is the first one there.
Yeah,
and that was Bernardi Morrison, and then the second one here, as you can just see on the bottom of the screen, just the left leg getting bent around like that, and that's not what you want to see there either. It's just silly from the South boys.
It is pretty silly, but solid contact from Ulala Iramia over the top there. If you're the Bay of Plenty, this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to spread the ball out too fast and try use the numbers, because South will just mirror what you're doing and follow you. You got to play them up the middle with lots of push and try break them down that way, because otherwise they're just gonna follow what you're doing.
Yeah, and that's what they've been doing so far, and it's really worked well for them. Again, Iramia careful not to lift her any more than that. It wasn't looking good. We see a kick for the corner 13. There. It's not a bad kick. It's going to find grass.
And Tiffany Thompson-Honna's got some work to do here.
And he's wrapped up beautifully there from the Bay of Plenty defence. It's a good kick chase there. They can trap South down their own end.
They've got to work hard here.
As Misaki breaks through 1.
Misaki with a great carry there. They're on the ropes here at the Auckland South side. They're up 10, but with the 2 in the bin, it could change the game.
Good run there.
Good carry by Tenaru. Always reliable, Tenaru. And they're pretty tired, though.
That's the number 19, and Tulikaki taking that run there.
Yeah, Tulikaki with a solid carry.
And backed up by D'Angelo Mikaele. He's been brilliant in that first game and the previous 2 weeks.
Yeah, he really has been, and it's easy meters here. And Ulala Iramia
has a towering
plenty of time. Oh, goodness. Didn't want to bar it. Oh,
it's been left behind.
And it's been called play on by the ref. Oh, I don't know about that one. I think he definitely dropped that one. Oh, he's seen that one, though. Huge moment in this game. Yeah. Oh, he's just bobbled that one. It's unfortunate, but the South side will have the ball about 20 meters out, I believe.
With 2 in the bin as well, so I don't think the boys do know that you only need 3 to pack a scrum, so they can have as many in the back line as you want, but you only need 3 in the scrums. We see the 2 in the naughty chair there. Boys, you don't need to bend the legs and you don't need to hit anyone high.
Yeah, they're in trouble. They might be in a bit of trouble.
As we have a false start there off the back of the scrum. Little corridor between the referee and the South boys.
Yeah.
They have 4 in the scrum though.
Yeah, it's a very lackluster scrum.
Go to Grayson Wharakura there, and he's take that run. He's offloaded it beautifully to the number 16. That is Fale Maka taking that run. And again, it's D'Angelo Mikaele taking this one off the ruck there. But you're plenty numbering up well though. Obviously with the 2-man advantage. As Wharakura, and again another run, but a strong tackle there. Run the legs was the number 15 from the Bay of Plenty side.
And unfortunately, we still don't have that. Oh, it's a jam, but Ebo Ioane spreads it.
And Misake stepping past 1, 2, and he's still going as Misake.
He's got those
He's
fast
wrapped up there.
dancing feet. As Ulala Adamir feeds the ball
Off the line at speed, and Michaeli's met with tough contact there.
This Bay of Plenty team are up for it.
There's a little grubber, and it's fumbled, and it's picked up. Ebo Ioane is just short
6
there.
again. Look out left. Don't go to burrow your way over. That's just silly. There's no need for it. Look how many people are there.
As Wharakura ends up getting the ball, and it's out to Te Rore, who spreads it wide, and that's what they needed to do earlier. And it looks like Andrew Kaufonga gets over to score that try.
And that extends Auckland South's lead to 20 points to 6. 10 minutes into this second half here. And wow, it's just simple hands, the hustle from Bay of Plenty. There was just too much space for him to work in, really.
And you'd think with Bay of Plenty having a 2-man advantage, they would have the numbers on either side, but a lot of them caught compressed around the ruck after that strong couple of runs.
Yeah, they really hustled to try and get him, but yeah, as you said, that those 2 dummy half runs, they're all compressed up around the ruck. There was about 6 or 7 faces in there, which means there's going to be some numbers short on either side. So, yeah, they've paid the ultimate price.
Yes, they have.
Plenty. And there'll be a kick to come. I think it'll be Ulala Iramea, as we can just see here. Not on screen for...
Yes, it is. He's right on the touchline there as we see...
Is that Jackson Taha, maybe?
Yeah, it's Benani Morrison looking to come back on, and he is back on, so it is 12 on 13, and the sin binnings were about 30 seconds apart, so expect to see them both back on in the space of no time as he's got a bit of hook on that.
Oh, he's just pushed it. Yeah, he's just pushed that to the left, and
as we see one back from the naughty chair, and his coach will be saying, mate, we don't want any of that.
Yeah, we definitely want to keep it a good, clean, fair game here at Cornwall. We really encourage just playing to the game and not having anything else involved, really. And Bay of Plenty, they've been fantastic today. They are down by 14, but they're really putting in a good dig, and we love to see that up here in the commentary box.
Yes, they are. It's awesome to see this Bay of Plenty side really giving the South team a run for their money.
Oh, it's an interesting kickoff.
It's a wobbly one. It's bounced to Te Rore there. He's run over one.
And he's met solidly with some solid contact. That'll be...
It's the number 6. We're trying to work out
16,
who's 16. That is,
Maka.
yeah, Fale Maka. As Edemir still going.
Ulala Adamir, since he's been on, they look a lot more secure to the south side. Oh, he's
As
preempted that
Kylie
one.
ball playing for the big man in Tulikaki.
Tulikaki, what a run. He's been very busy today. He's had to He's had his work cut out
He's
for him. He's lost another boot.
He's lost a boot and a sock. It's through a hole.
You don't see that too
Goes
often. You normally just
Mikhaili.
see the you normally see the boot, but not the sock as well. But he lost both of them.
No, and if you're Tedesco, you lose your...
He's-
Oh, he's dropped the
He's
boot.
still got the boot.
And he gets a kick away. What a save that is. And it's a
that
beautiful
good take.
take.
And he's running that back nice and hard, and he gets fed. He gets fed by Wharakura. I think they're brothers. They could be brothers maybe in the team. As
Yes,
we
I
mentioned
think they are
last
brothers,
year.
Nikarima and Grayson, and ducking
Wharakura
under.
brothers. Very different positions, but hey, they're both fantastic players.
Yes, they are. As Bayapini looked to spin it wide, but it's tough contact there on the legs from the man who's in the naughty chair, Bernardi Morrison. Not really much going for Bay of Plenty in this set here. It's a little lackluster.
Yeah, not much at all, but they're trying, but it's just not quite going their way as they put the bomb up. Ooh, and you know
Good
what?
kick,
That's
though.
ended up being a very good kick. As Wharakura, the other, he steps and he's taken down. They're still up for this, Bay of Plenty. They just need to find a way. And I think that'll be by forcing an error.
Yes, it will, as we see Whalemaka taking that run there.
Whalemaka, very tough carry. Oh, that's another very
Backed
tough
up
carry.
by Andrew Kalfonga. As Edemir spreading this one wide, and that's Tenaru back at the angle, but he's cut down nicely there from the Bay of Plenty defender.
And Edemir to Iboyuwani, and they're just putting it through the hands here.
It's
I think they're setting up for Lala Edemir to put up a towering bomb. And why wouldn't you with a boot like that?
Oh, he
he's giving
struck
that-
that. You can hear that through the
yeah,
FX
yeah.
mic there.
Oh, it's a
Good
great
hands,
take.
though.
Yeah.
Watch the ball all the way right into the chest.
Turned into it as well, so if he dropped it, it would have went backwards. So, yeah, that's great technique from the young Bay of Plenty number 2 there. Ooh, it could have been called up for a little bit of an incorrect play, the ball, I think.
That's a little tackle break there.
They're busting the tackle. It's a good
Again,
run.
be careful of the lifting, boys. You don't want to do that again.
The number 15, yeah, because another one of those could result in a red, and that could very much change the game. Oh, good
Tough contact there. Mikhaili over the top and Tirore around the legs. As again, it's kicking for the corner. It's not a bad kick.
I think it's just a little too deep, though. Yeah, that's
Oh, it
unfortunate.
is,
It was
yeah.
a nice idea, though. I like the idea.
Yeah, just needed some backspin on that, and it's by the Dogs there, and the Dogs want the ball.
Oh, they love it. As we see here in the closing, oh, here we go, just a quick carry in the closing 13 minutes of this game. Bay of Plenty really need to make a move here. Oh, there's numbers here on the short
It's
side.
a good run from dummy half by Bernardi Morrison, but he's found an offload away to Mikhaili, who's done well. It looked like he lost that, though.
Oh, I think he did too.
It's Whalemaka again, Dimitri. And that was a line ball to Samson Muffy. He's been our Combox favourite today as Big Samson Muffy.
Yeah, Big Samson Muffy. You can always rely on Big Samson Muffy to get you some good meters and play some good footy. As Ebo Ioane puts it a little bit deep, but it's just going to roll. And it keeps Bay of Plenty in the game. I think they needed to go for a bit of a more safer kick. That was quite adventurous from the young man.
Yes, it was, and they do get a 20-metre restart, so they'll end up in good field position here. All the Bay of Plenty side.
They need to get on with it here, the Bay of Plenty side. The time is ticking. They still have... Oh,
That's a hearty run
That
there.
is a Paliacina style run. And by the big number 8 with some luscious locks at the back there. What are we saying? Is it like a mullet with like a
It's a
grey patches?
a fro mullet by the look of it.
Row mullet? I haven't seen that before, and it suits him. It really does. As he moves we still don't have the numbers for the Bay of Plenty side, unfortunately. As much as we'd love to say the numbers, but I mean the names. Oh, there's another chip over the top here. Ooh.
It's cleaned up by Vich Tamati, who looks like he is playing out on the wing now, and it's interesting to see him down there. He's normally playing in that hooking role or as a half.
It is, yeah. He normally is that hooker or half role, and we're into a bit of a grind at the moment. We're just waiting for that. Who's going to break first?
Good legs tackle there on Fale Maka, and then backed up by Tenaru, but he's driven backwards though, is Isaiah Tenaru.
Gets the quick play of the ball for
Edemir,
Edemir, looking for the 40-20.
Is he inside?
He's out on the full.
Oh, unfortunate there from Edemir.
And Edemir, that is a big point in the game because that brings them all the way back to just before the 40. This gives Bay of Plenty prime real estate to try and get some more points on the board and make this a close game. Because it's a three try game at the moment. It's really anyone's.
Yes, it is, and they just need to convert their tries to the Bay of Plenty if they score.
And there's the number 20.
And a drop
Great
ball.
shot. Oh, and he looks to go the distance. He will be denied. The ref has called that one up right quickly. And it will be a scrum feed to the Auckland South side.
Now, strong defense there. 3 in that tackle from the South team. Really looking to muscle up defensively. And again, they've shown it. You know, they've racked up hefty scorelines. 40 points to 4, 42-0, 40. Oh, was it 48-0? I can't really remember.
I think it was 46-0
There
and
you
a
go.
40-4.
Yeah.
And
then earlier today, they racked up a big scoreline too.
yeah, a huge scoreline.
And this game, they've really been tested, though. Credit to Bay of Plenty. They've put their hearts out there, and strong defense again on Tenaru. He's driven back, and the number 13 for this Bay of Plenty side is really getting into it, and he's been brilliant for them all game.
I'd really love to know his name. He's played very, very well. He's been aggressive on defense, and he looks like he can move the ball around. He's not your conventional just a prop 13. He's looks like a bit of more of a all-rounder, ball-playing 13. Oh, he tried to pull a fast one, but not quite, says the referee, and it's fifth and last. They're trying the chip over the top, but well read from the fullback from the Bay of Plenty.
Oh, he's beaten a couple tackles there. And that was a penalty on the other field. I thought someone else was going to the bin that time. Oh, we do
that'll
have
be
a
a
penalty
penalty.
though.
Aim for the box. Aim for the
High
box.
tackle.
Aim for me. I've turned around. I'm waving. Don't aim too long. That's the problem. Ooh.
And that is too long, unfortunately. But it has
It's
found
just-
touch, though.
Just gone out. It's a great kick, to be fair. Like, if it goes out, it's a great kick, but you're either hero or zero. Oh, mate.
And at the moment, he is a hero with that kick.
He's a big hero.
But again, 3 in that tackle and lifting of the
that
legs.
could be 10 in the bin. Yeah. He's gone. Yeah.
Oh, it's a warning on that one. Again, don't hook
Yeah.
underneath the legs like that, boys. It's just
You just don't need to do it. It's just silly. Flat out silly, but
tough contact from Samson Muffy.
oh, but he wore it though. Wore it well to the number 15. There's been called play on, as we see in the background there. The pitch on the other field is absolutely destroyed. There's not
Again,
much of
lifting
it
in the
left.
legs. This
Is he done it again?
he did it again, and that time it wasn't through the horizontal. It's just
He's going to get sent to the bin if he keeps doing it. It's just common sense.
it's not the best tackle technique if you're
Nah,
second,
it's not.
third man
if
in
you're
like that.
getting warnings and stuff, it's lovely.
Oh,
work.
lovely footwork there.
Oh, but he's met with some solid
Brick
contact
wall.
by the captain, the co-captain, Tuiala. Oh, they look to move the ball, but it's a show, it's a
Oh,
goal.
the big front rower. His eyes lit up there when that gap opened up for him.
Ooh, very interesting. Another set. You'd think this would be the game-deciding set right here if Auckland South can hold out.
I think that'd be the second warning with three penalties in a row for the
Oh, yeah.
South team.
He's held
As
it well.
breaks through one tackle and
It's
he's
good
just short.
defense, and his face is eating a pile of dirt. Oh, it's a brave run for the number 6, and he scored.
Yes, what a try that was there.
And time is ticking. Might have to give them the signal to hurry up, boys. Get on with it. You've got to get the tee out there immediately. Because if they kick this, it's 20 points to 12. It's still a 2-try game. But we've seen margins being mowed down in the past, especially that one that always gets brought up, the Marish Mangere under 16s final.
Yeah, what a final that
What a
one
final
was
that
too.
was. 20-4 with about 7 to go, and the Marish Saints came back and won that one 22-20. And it could be a very similar situation here.
If he gets this kick, it is still game on, and
It very
he's already
much
nailed
is.
one. As the number 13, who's been instrumental offensively and defensively for this Bay of Plenty side.
He's a good player. He's very all-rounder, but he has missed that one. It is 20 points to 10, a 2-try game. I mean, it's still anybody's game. But then there's no need to rush now at the Auckland South side. They could just chew up some clock, as we see. Just starting to get in the picture. Big Samson Murphy and the 6 Ebo Ioane.
Yeah, it will be an interesting one to see if there is another penalty, though, against this South team. As
See a nice little pup on the sideline, enjoying the footy.
dripped out with the blingy collar and the chain as well. Look at
you love it.
flash.
Oh, it was close.
Ragdolled around by Misake.
Oh, Misaki's had a very good series as well. He looks energetic. Oh, there's a player hurt. Oh, they're really taking it to them now at this Auckland South under-14 side. Ooh, nice run there. Number 15 from the Bay of Plenty.
He's still down as the winger for the Bay of Plenty side. Oh, he just looked to squeeze it through. It's cleaned up by D'Angelo Mikhaile.
That could be a costly error. Full set ahead. Oh, what a shot!
Is
What
that
a
the fullback? Oh,
Yeah. Man, this Bay of Plenty team's awesome. 20-10.
they
Oh,
really
more aggression.
jumped in this as a dogfight, and it really, for me, it's been an 8 out of 10 performance from them.
Oh.
Yes, the scoreline doesn't show what they're capable of, and they are losing the game, but they have really played well all around.
And you got to think as well. They've I know the South team have played a game, but this Bay of Plenty side didn't have travelled up today. They haven't just like stayed the night and cruised in at like 12 o'clock. Like they've been on the road all day, and it's not easy doing same day travel, especially a 4-hour trip. Far out.
No, it's not, and I do recall when the first week they were up here, one of the team managers saying that they might be able to go get some KFC on the way home, so I think they're They're real deserved of KFC on the trip the way home today.
Oh, a few wicked wings for the boys. Is that the full-time hooter? Oh, no, it's not. It's definitely for the other game.
A bit of confusion there.
Yeah, they... Oh, no.
Nope,
Hooter
we
for
do
both
have
games.
full times.
And
Yeah.
that is it here for, in the under-14 game number 4. The Bay of Plenty 10, Auckland South 20. What a game. We've had a lot of blowouts today, so it's good to see a good game, and we will catch you guys for game 5 very shortly.